Lake Conroe. Pretty darn big lake. Woo-wee. Yeah, the guy in Galveston, when we were on that boat there in the Gulf, said the only thing good about Willis was that it was close to Lake Conroe.
October 15th, though.
Yeah, well, we're already in November there, sweetie pie. Yeah, we left 2 weeks later than what we did last year. Well, even more than that, almost 3 weeks later.
Well, it's in November in retirement months.
Okay, this looks more promising. What?
The gate's open.
That's good. Campsite fee.
The camp house right there.
What
was it?
I don't know. What?
Huh?
What was that?
What?
So stop. That's all I know. Anybody in there? What does it say?
There's a camp post over here. One of these is a camp post, I thought. But both sides of the road. See them all over there?
What are they? Don't even look like regular deer. Are those a mule deer? They're awful little though.
Like maybe a mule deer, maybe.
They don't look like our deer.
No, they're not whitetails.
No.
Tails would be up in the air.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, they're all over here too.
Well, could be a pronghorn.
Think so? We'll ask. Somebody will know. Win site number 1. Hit the back in there. I don't know. Here. Here. Yeah, it's back in there. Yeah. Keep right. Oh. Pretty nice. It's 20, what was it, 28 bucks, and then we got half price because of our...
I think this is one right here.
Yeah, it is. Get the back in there. Yeah, that's the very first, yeah. Yep, right there's your number.
Oh, look at the sunset.
That is beautiful. Oh my goodness. These little deer, mule deer, whatever they are just everywhere. There's a bus. There's like 3 loops in this campground. Different camp areas. There's bathrooms and showers. There's a creepy tree. This lake is just huge. And down in there is our where we're camped. It's what they call their amphitheater. Bunch of parking right here. It's that second campsite, camp area. And there's a third one down there that they closed for the winter apparently. Doesn't have any electric or water to any of those. It sounded like. And this just looks like it's a place for like they could put a movie screen on a little flat table for a movie projector. I don't know if that's for education or if it's entertainment. Both, I don't know. The deer can get right down to the water here. It looks like. Sure is peaceful here. There's hardly, I mean, there's people here, but you don't hear any noise or, I mean, now I imagine it's different when it's summertime. I keep watching the ground. There's so much deer around here. You'd think there'd be a ton of deer poop. Alright, I gotta go catch up with Scott. I don't know, the gate is shut here, not sure why. I mean, obviously you could walk around it, but I don't know. Looks like there's a bathroom back there. Maybe it's just a utility place for them to keep vehicles and stuff to care for the park. It's a huge park. Lot of green space. Pretty amazing. There's 2 boat launches here too. This is the one on the far end. And I was wrong. I thought that was all picnic area over there, but that's all camping, and that's what they close for the winter, they say, because I think it's all rough camping. But yeah, even on a Wednesday in the middle of the week, middle of the day, this gets used. It looks like quite a bit. There's 4 trucks and trailers out here, so we just saw some turkey vultures take off. Big old fatties. And this is another end of that lake. It's just huge. Oh yeah, that must have been the entrance, or that was gated back there to this particular campground that is now closed for the winter. There's nobody in this end of it, but this is all, you know, rough camping too. It's no electricity and no water. I'm sure they have a water source for drinking and that kind of thing, but somewhere in this part. But pretty interesting. Beautiful area, that's for sure. Alright, well, I lied again. Not on purpose, but these sites all along here have water and electric to them. This is the part that they close down in the winter. I suppose they're just not busy enough, and rather than worry about keeping all this area clean, just to use what they need, I suppose. But this is really nice along here. It's all these sites just right up to the water, and all this green space. And that must be a bathhouse then. So yeah, beautiful. It's a boat dock from this angle. Fishing pier over there. And the parking. Alright. Wandering back to our camp. These are the tent sites. And there's no electric or water here. Next to the amphitheater there. Still a pretty nice area for people, that's for sure. Those big vines. That vine has taken over that tree. We're leaving this Army Corps of Engineers campsite, campground. Yegua, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Y-E-G-U-A Creek in Somerville. On Somerville Lake, they call this in Texas still.
We'll see if the deer are out this morning.
Yeah. Couple of single dump stations here. This is one of them on the way out of our park. So we're gonna do that quick before we take off, and I see a dumpster over there. So I'll get rid of some garbage. Alright, we're gonna take care of business. Alright, so we're all emptied and fixed up and ready to go. So I just wanted to phone call, hang on. Windshield cleaned off. That should be a treat for you guys. At any rate, we just wanted to tell you about our experience here. Not that it's indicative of everything, all the Army Corps of Engineers spots or all of Texas, but just this situation. So we stopped by that little hut at the entrance trying to figure out how to check in. You know, we muddled around a bit until a park volunteer showed up in his little golf cart and explained that the only way to book a site was online. So we had to go to recreation.gov to do that. I don't know what people that are not familiar with that type of process do, or if you don't have that capability on your phone, we're supposed to do, but I guess you're just out of luck. So anyways, the online site is not very user-friendly, and it was like 4:30 when we got there, so the volunteer was kind of standing, we were parked, the volunteer was standing at the window, at the bus window there, and Scott was sitting in the driver's seat trying to muddle through it on his phone. He was feeling kind of pressured because it was known that he was about to be off duty. The volunteer was about to be off duty, and he seemed kind of anxious to be done. Can't blame him for that. But Scott kept trying to get that through the process to get that confirmation. It was just taking a while. So he finally got it confirmed for one night, even though we wanted two. And but the volunteer had said, if you want another night, don't wait too long, because somebody could book it online in the meantime, and you'd have to move to another site if that happened. So I got out of the bus, I walked over to the hut where the lady volunteer gave me the ticket for the one night. I got back to the bus, and by the time I got back there, Scott had been online again trying to get that next night confirmed. So we sat there for a little bit, and the lady volunteer just happened to walk up and with another ticket, and she assured us that that second night had gone through. So Scott asked her, double-checked, and she said, yeah, it was all good, so we were confident with that. And we took that new ticket with the next date on it, so we were confirmed for the 2 nights as far as the volunteers were concerned. We went and found our spot. We had a great day in this beautiful place, and next day later in the afternoon, there was a knock on the door. And here's a uniformed Army Corps of Engineers lady. And it was a little disconcerting because we had no idea why she was there. And she wasn't really all that direct, but we finally figured out that she didn't think that we had paid for another night. Why, we weren't entirely sure at the time, but she wanted me to call the online site because she thought it would be easier for us. So, I don't know, but that definitely turned out not to be the case. The lady on the phone then at recreation.gov ended up hanging up the phone on me, and we still didn't have a confirmation for the night. It was just so confusing. We finally figured it all out, and here's the synopsis. So here's what I have to tell you, essentially. So recreation.gov site must work similar to our Wisconsin State Park reservation system, in that if you are booking a site online, the system holds that site number in a queue for 15 minutes to give you time to finish the payment. So the volunteer lady at the hut here at this park on our first day must have seen that temporary hold and assumed it was final. So that's the reason why she gave us a ticket for both nights. And that husband-wife team was supposed to change the next day. Is that why they seemed to be in a hurry? Could be. Maybe they were just finally done. I don't know. But we did know that the volunteer team was supposed to change the next day. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. All in all, these people they were polite enough. Everybody that we talked to on the phones that we had to deal with, but it just seemed to me very incompetent. I should hope that people involved in the reservation system should know how it works. It just got so frustrating. My questions weren't getting answered on the phone. Nobody seemed to know what was going on. I didn't even know the right questions to ask, and I was worried that our credit card number was out there randomly, and it was unclear what had been charged to it, and I don't know. And the other thing I wasn't fond of was why the new volunteers just didn't come down and talk to us. It was just irritating to me. I thought, what, the big bad bus people were too scary? I don't know. So they had to send the uniformed authority out there? I don't know, really? Maybe it's just maybe that's just a policy, but it was not a very pleasant. So it didn't help any that we ran out of propane while we were there too, so as beautiful it was also frustrating. Anyway, it all ended well, and it was a peaceful, gorgeous place, but it was just too bad that it was so difficult to book a site.
Anyway, so that's my story. So thanks for watching and coming along with us. Appreciate your patience with my long, windy story. But give us a thumbs up if you liked my whiny, complaining story, and subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Leave a comment. We always love to hear from you and like to know what you're thinking. And thanks for watching. Love you guys out there. See you next time.